Welcome back to the Karen Housley Show. I'm Karen Housley here with Julie Johnson. And Julie, 6% of people can get mono twice.
Yay.
Yeah.
This will be the one time I'm special.
I have a really good way where you could kill the germs.
Wine?
Yes.
Bring it on.
Yes, just need a little alcohol in your bloodstream. Joining us is Dave Jarvis from Swirl Wine down in Afton. Welcome, Dave.
Thank you. Good morning, guys.
I got to tell you, I went into Swirl the other night. You had your grand opening last weekend, and that place is so unbelievably beautiful and big.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was fun. We had over 600 people there. We were trying, I think we tasted over 20 wines. It was open to the public. It was just a great time.
I'm super excited to hold events there. We're going to have event after event after event down at Swirl My Wine. And then the other night, Phil and I just went in to hang out and have a glass of wine, and I had my favorite waitress, Colleen Danford, serving us.
Oh,
Very
Colleen
cool.
works there. I didn't know that.
And she knows Colleen doesn't drink, and she knows a lot about wine.
Because she's a food person.
Oh, food people know about wine?
Mm-hmm. It helps.
Okay, we are going to the country of Macedonia for this month's wine feature. Where is Macedonia?
We are. So Macedonia is in the former Yugoslav, just above Greece, a little bit southwest of Bulgaria, a little bit east of Albania, kind of to put that in perspective. It is an old world country, and they've been making wine there a long, long time. Every month we're talking about a different region, right? I think last month we did Spain. Next month's going to be Yakima Valley.
Where's that?
I'm sorry, Yakima Valley, Washington, in Washington State.
Julie, don't look at me like that.
Jeez,
But Macedonia kind of takes it, you know, as far as how long they've been producing wine. There's scientists actually that have documented findings that indicate that they've been making wine since 4000 BC.
Really?
A long, long time. Yeah.
Wow.
And Vernac is kind of their big grape varietal there. They also, plant Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, all the standard varietals. But Vernac's kind of their biggest indigenous grape. And we're going to get to that here today.
How come we haven't heard about these wines from Macedonia very often?
Great question. I have no idea. We think that we're the first people in the state of Minnesota to share them here in this state. And so we found a little importer that has just a small book, and we tasted out these wines, and they just absolutely blew me away. These are incredible wines. And 10 years ago, if they were labeled from Napa Valley, it would take away the mystique and the romance of it.
Right.
But they probably would have been $40 a bottle. I mean, they're really high quality wines, and trying something new is cool. It's adventurous. It's like pioneering, uncharted territories. And I think that's what you're going to find when you're drinking wines from Macedonia. And I think we are going to put Macedonia on the map.
Oh, this is good. And while we put Macedonia on the map, let's get started because Julie needs to kill some germs.
Well, this first wine that we have is
one.
the Bovin Symphony.
Bovin Symphony.
And this is not to be confused with the grape varietal that's called Symphony. There's actually a grape called Symphony, but this is a blend of Chardonnay, Riesling, and Sauvignon Blanc.
It says quality dry white wine, and oh my gosh, that is so good.
Isn't that amazing?
I knew you were going to like that when I tried it.
You know why this tastes? This tastes very similar. Don't get mad at me because I'm not this. I can't. My adjectives are never good enough. But oh, Dave Jarvis, I would yell at you if you were my kids at the table. You know what? It tastes like the Santa Margherita Pinot Grigio, which is my favorite all-time ever. But this is better.
Yeah, this has a lot more character. There's a subtle sweetness to it from the Riesling grape, but you've got that bold body from Chardonnay.
Right.
And good acidity too, so it's an awesome food wine. And I think the white wine lovers are going to go nuts over this wine.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
And people
really
that
good.
only drink red will probably love this wine too.
I wish you would have brought another glass so I could just keep this one over there and just sip on it throughout the show.
All right. Big
It
nose
helps
on
me
that, Karen.
Helps me get through my day. This is so good.
Very, very good.
All right, we'll move along to
Okay,
the
I'm
next
buying
wine.
that one.
Next wine is a Chardonnay.
Oh my
Everyone's
gosh.
had Chardonnay.
All the times you've been here, honestly, this is my all-time favorite that you've ever brought.
Oh, wow.
This Bovin Symphony. How much is a bottle of this? I'm still on the last
That
one.
is $18.99 a bottle.
Oh my
Good
gosh.
price.
Yeah, it's an incredible price.
It's better than the Santa Margarita Pinot Grigio. And I can honor my heritage. I'm a Serbian, you know.
Very good.
That's right.
Very nice.
Send some money back to my home people. Okay, what's the next white one here?
All right, so we're on to Chardonnay. That's a 2008 Chardonnay from Bovin. And again, Macedonia are all the wines that we're tasting here today. Everybody's had Chardonnay, but you've never tried a Chard from Macedonia. So let's get a good nose on that.
I gotta cheers you before
It has
I
a really
nose
pretty
anything.
color too. A nice gold.
And swirl it around,
Oh, it
kind of
does have a
help
gold.
release everything aromatically that's in that wine.
Ooh, it smells different.
I'm not going to slurp it like Dave Jarvis.
Me either.
How about
God,
spit?
that one's good too.
Yeah, it's got this really complex flavor profile. You've got a little bit of oak integration there, but there's
Yeah.
also some minerality and kind of like an earthiness to it. And good acidity. So again, this is a great food wine. They'll kind of cut through the fat of maybe a heavy fall pasta dish
It'd be good with some spicy
or some
chicken.
turkey. Yep.
I wonder what this region in Macedonia looks like. Have you looked at pictures? Is it hilly and I'm just dying.
I really don't know. I've never been there. I know it's a very, variable landscape in general.
People are listening on the computer. Look it up. Bovin. First one was Symphony. The second one was Chardonnay.
We ready for some reds?
We're always ready for some.
Okay, we're going to actually season the glass here just a little bit.
Is
Where
that what
we
we're doing?
take the wine, put a little bit of wine in there, swirl it around the glass, and dump it back out. Why would we
You're
waste
making me
such good
sad.
wine?
Yeah, you're dumping that good stuff out.
I'm going to take this home and put it in some soup or something. This little dump glass
I
that we
have
have
friends
going.
that do that, the dump glass, and then they just drink the dump glass. It's usually like when everything else
That's
is
your
done.
friends in North Dakota.
Yes, my friends in North Dakota.
Okay, so this wine won a gold medal at the International Wine Challenge. It is called Alexander, and it's a blend of Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Vernac.
Wow.
And Vernac is that indigenous grape varietal they plant all over Macedonia. It's their #1 indigenous grape varietal. It's phenomenal on its own, which we're going to get to in just a little while.
Oh my goodness gracious.
But here it is, sort of the Bordeaux-style blend, the Meritage, if you will, of Macedonia. And this wine is spectacular.
It's like, honestly, I'm
This is
Julie,
really good.
I think California's a great place, and Washington and Oregon,
The Yakima Valley.
Yakima Valley. I'm telling you, the Serbs, in my opinion, are wow.
This reminds me of how surprised I was when you brought in the wines from Israel. Those
Right.
were a huge surprise to me. This is really good.
And the quality of juice that's coming out of Macedonia, not only the grapes are phenomenal, but the care that they put into the wine with the winemaking and the area, the terroir, everything that encompasses that particular area with the soil structure, the climate, the wind. It's a phenomenal area to make wine, and you're
Wow.
seeing that show forward here. This is a pretty big wine. It's full bodied. It's bold. It's jammy, but it has really good tannin structure too. It's not overly tannic or anything like that, but it has been sitting in the bottle for a little while. And this is a wine that's cellarable. You can tell by the
It's cellarable?
yeah. You can tuck it away in your basement.
Oh,
Okay.
CELLAR.
Yeah.
my, that's
Or
a
if you
new
have a wine
sales term.
cellar, but this wine will age, so it's ageable, let's say. This will
Alright.
only continue to get better and better over the next probably 3 to 5 years.
I gotta have a party tonight.
I would never age this. I would just keep it going into
Drink
the
it
cellar
up.
and drink it. I would put all the other stuff aside and drink that.
That was the Bovin Alexander. Oh my gosh. Again, anybody listening on the computer, go to BOVIN. And if you're driving, just go straight down to Swirl Wine in Afton and pick these up.
Join the wine club and get this.
Wow.
And then invite me over.
All right,
Me
we're going to
too.
blow through the next two
All right.
because I only have a minute.
Oh, we only because you're watching my timer that I set, and I know you said I want my segments under 10 minutes. like 10-minute
Here we
blow.
go. This
Oh.
is the indigenous grape varietal Vernac, VRANEC, and ladies and gentlemen, we're putting Macedonian Vernac on the map right here.
Is this the one? You think this one's going to blow me away more than these other ones?
I don't know. Well, I mean, this Alexander's the best wine here in my
This
opinion.
one smells a little. What is it, like oaky? Or, this is way earthy. This
really,
is,
really, really earthy.
yeah, it's giving me like mold allergies.
Okay, go ahead and now you've sniffed it. Now you've swirled it. Take a sip.
I'm afraid to.
I think
Earthy, yes, but you get
very-
that jam. How
Yeah.
jammy that fruit is.
It's too earthy for me.
It smells like Grandma's basement.
Yes,
but
it does.
tastes like wine.
It tastes like one, but you can still taste a little bit of the grandma's basement.
You
I
can
can-
taste. It has kind of almost a.
These are our adjectives.
It has like kind of a portobello mushroom taste to me, or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what? I could see with a really good steak, this would be a good.
You're right.
Yeah,
it would be
this
good
would be.
with a big juicy steak.
Yeah.
And we're coming off that Alexander,
Yeah,
which
that's-
changes things
You
a little
spoiled us, Dave.
You gotta order these up a different way next time. I think you should bring bovine wines again next month, or next week, or tomorrow.
bit. Yeah, probably could.
It's very good, though.
It is good. I like it.
This is better than some of those from the Yakima Valley.
Yeah, and this is a wine that I talked about in our tasting notes that I'm going to open a bottle every year for the next 6 years.
And just see what
Because
it does.
this wine has, do you get that ripping sort of tannin and acidity in that wine?
Yeah, definite acidity.
But it shows really good
Yeah.
alcohol and fruit. Okay, that's a strong indication that this wine is not ready to drink yet.
Right.
That it should be kept away in the
okay.
bottle, let it mature for a little while. So, and I said in our tasting notes, probably over the next 5 years, this
I
wine's
see.
really going to hit its prime.
So you would say it's cellarable?
It is ageable. It is cellarable. It's cool right
Fast
now,
burner.
and it's interesting. But
It's really
tuck
interesting.
that away for a few more years, and I
Okay.
think you're going to find a gem.
Well, we won't tuck it away because you already have that open, so I'll just bring it on home.
I just cannot tuck anything away. I'm a hoarder, but not when it comes to wine.
That's right. I turned my cellar into a playroom because I'm drinking it.
I can hoard anything except wine. I drink it.
All right,
This
last
last one.
but not least, the king of reds, Cabernet Sauvignon. But you've never had a Macedonian
Oh, this
Cabernet
has
Sauvignon.
These have, when you've taught me now how to put a nose on it, these have more fragrance than any wines
They
I've ever.
do.
Yeah, it really explodes just in the glass. All of these.
This one kind of.
How am I doing?
You're great.
I can't believe these wines though.
You wine diva, you.
I know. Well, I went to Swirl the other night. It was overserved.
Phil wouldn't talk to her, so she had to read all the tasting notes over and over.
It's called preparation, show prep.
It's all good.
Okay, what's this? This is the Cabernet Bovin. If you're on the computer.
Yep. Now, and this is a 2006, so it's been in the bottle a little bit longer than the rest of these wines. But still, I don't think it's ready. As good as this is right now, and it's really, really good. Probably 2 more years, and this wine's going to show fantastically.
It's kind of dry, but it's very
Smooth.
smooth.
Look at. We do know how to taste wines, Julie. It's
We
very.
know how to drink wine, and now we know how to taste wine.
It's very smooth. It's very, very smooth. I do like a little bit more happening than this smoothness.
Yeah, and what's
That-
going to happen to this over time is you're going to see that tannin
Wow.
kind of mellow out a little bit more, and it's going to become more round. It's going to become better balanced and just more smooth in general. We can trick it with some, modern things right now, but the best thing is time when you're talking wines like this that are of this kind of quality. Most of the wine out there right now is ready to be drank, within a year. It's made for today's market to drink right now. These wines aren't. These are of a lot better quality. And so they're cool now, but over time they continue to evolve and just get better and better. And that's what I love best about these wines from Macedonia. And I think people are going to be excited out there
And
to try them. It's like we said earlier, it's like trying something new for the first time.
Right.
Well, you've put Macedonia on the map. I'm going to have to get these for my father, the 100% Serbian. If people do want to come and try these bovine wines down at Swirl, how do they just tell them what the price? Because I did it the other night.
Well, you have to be a member
Yep.
of our wine club to get these wines. After 30 days, anyone can buy them, though. So come December 1st, anyone can buy them. They're all between $18.99 and $21.99 a bottle. Fantastic wines. We have all of the notes on these wines and pictures, tasting notes on our blog. If you go to swirlmywine.com/blog, you'll see some fun, pithy comments on Macedonia in general, and tasting notes on all of these wines. But otherwise, just stop by, come see us. We're in Afton. And
beautiful place,
yeah,
double the
love to have you
size
come
that
out.
it was the last 2 years, and it's got a fireplace in there.
And snacks.
Ask for Colleen and tell her not to overserve you. Or she can. And thank you so much for Dave Jarvis for coming in. This is my all-time favorite.
Ladies, always a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
See you next month. Cheers.
Oh, I gotta take that sip.